The World Cup is back and Football Weekly is going daily. From the goals and the glory to the politics and the problems, join me, Max Rushton, and our expert panel every day of the tournament. World Cup Daily, listen on Spotify now and watch the full episodes on YouTube.
Listen, all you New Yorkers. Taxi!
Okay, man, we're looking around.
This is the 77 WABC minicast.
Now we're going to Alabama. We're going to Congressman Barry Moore. And he is, of course, the endorsed candidate from President Trump. He is running for the Senate seat by our dear friend Tommy Tuberville, who's running for governor in Alabama. So let's go to Congressman Barry Moore. First of all, this is a big deal. You just won the runoff. So how do you think you can improve on even what Senator Tuberville has been doing? Because he's been doing a great job.
Yeah, so Coach and I went in D.C. at the same time. We both were sworn in. We won 2020, and him and I both have really high liberty scores. Actually, guys, for the record, I think I beat him by 1 point on protecting your liberty. So
wow,
Coach is very competitive. Coach is very competitive, but he and I are the two top conservative guys out of the state as far as our voting record. So big shoes to fill. He's a great leader and a good friend, and like I said, we've been in a fight together for 5.5 years now. So try to fill those shoes and talk to him yesterday a little bit about it, actually.
You know, Congressman Barry Moore, you're a part of the Freedom Caucus. What do you make of all this stuff with the Save America Act? This is something President Trump was just talking about a little bit ago in Pennsylvania. Really important to him to get voter ID, and yet it seems to be getting blocked left and right. How important do you think it is to have voter integrity?
It's highly important. Even among the Democrats, it polls in the high 70s to 80%. And so for me, it's just ironic. The left screamed for years about foreign interference in elections. You literally have non-citizens voting in U.S. elections. I don't know that there's any more just valid example of foreign interference in elections. We simply need IDs, and we need U.S. citizens voting in our elections to elect U.S. leaders.
Yeah, there is no doubt. Craig Eaton.
You know, it's funny. You need photo ID to get into the Obama library. But you don't need photo ID to vote. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense to me how you can let people vote without proving who they are.
Guys, there probably wouldn't be an Obama presidential library if they required IDs for people to vote, honestly.
That is a good point.
That's true. That's true. Have you seen that place, too? You know, you also push, Congressman Moore, Americans First Immigration Act. Talk about that and how important that is.
Yeah, so we're just trying to simply put 5 of President Trump's executive orders into immigration. And we're saying, you know what, instead of just doing a lottery for immigration to the U.S., you actually need to bring something when you come, some skills and education. It needs to be about bringing people to this country that are going to contribute instead of coming here, getting on the dime and shipping cases or cash back to some foreign country. They need to be here to contribute. They need to assimilate. It's stuff like that. It's just common sense things that we need to start cleaning up immigration, to codify, so that the next president, who may not think like we think, who maybe has a pen and a phone and wants to undo everything we're doing, that in fact we've got things in place that make sense for immigration in this country. And we're not required by the Constitution to let anybody in this country, but if we're going to let people in, they ought to want to be Americans, they ought to love this country, they ought to want to contribute to our economy.
Yeah, 100%. You know, Congressman, one of the things that's shocking, and we have a big, we have the primaries tonight here in New York. And there are a couple of these candidates who believe that non-citizens should be able to vote. There's actually one who says that nobody should be deported, even those with criminal like murder records. I mean, have they lost their mind?
They absolutely have, and that just shows you how sick the left is and what they've done. I mean, back when Obama and Biden, especially Biden, the Disney fast pass on the southern border, everybody came here. We don't know who's here, and people who don't necessarily want to assimilate, people who wouldn't mind maybe just undermining the very fabric of our nation, they came across. And so, yeah, it's just unbelievable to me, the level of hatred or dislike for our country that some of these leaders in the left have, and they want to totally undo what made this nation great, which is, just our Constitution, loving liberty, protecting liberty, and having the civil liberties to protect each other and do what we got to do. Certainly elections are part of that, but it's just, guys, it's always worse than you think it is when you actually look at what they're up to.
Yeah, we also have Judge Richard Weinberg with us, Congressman.
Senator to be soon. Congratulations. We look forward to having you in the United States Senate. You've been a strong supporter of the state of Israel. In fact, I'm reading a quote from you where you said, any threat to Israel is a threat to the United States and our freedoms. Could you explain that, please?
Yeah, I mean, basically, Genesis 12:3 says, if you bless Israel, you'll be blessed. If you curse Israel, you'll be cursed. But in my opinion, it's like they are our ally in the region, and they are somebody that we've had a relationship for a long, long time. And in my opinion, if Israel is safe, we're safe. And look, you know, the guys that don't like us so much, they call Israel the small Satan and America the great Satan. I think that's how they phrase it. So, yeah, Israel has been an ally to the U.S., and we've been an ally to them. And it often seems that nations that turn their back on Israel end up in big, big trouble. We don't want America to go down that path. We want to stand with those people. They're chosen, and it's a responsibility of my Christian faith to stand with the nation of Israel. And it's basically that. That's due north for me on this, guys. I'm going to stand with Israel because I believe that the word says we're to stand with Israel, and it's a faith thing for me. But obviously, if you just look at the relationship over the years, they've been a dear ally, and I've been to Israel a few times, and I'll never forget I was sitting in some secure room somewhere, and one of the clocks on the wall was Huntsville, Alabama, because we supply so much of the systems, the Iron Dome, the Iron Beam, the technology, and they share technologies with us, and that sort of thing, that relationship has made them safer and us safer as well.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Congressman. Deeply appreciate that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 100%.
We hope to call you senator soon.
Guys, we want a pretty tough runoff. We're in a good spot. In Alabama, if you're a Republican, as long as you don't step on a landmine between now and November, I should be okay.
Oh.
And I talked to,
Tommy Tuberville.
Tommy Tuberville, yeah.
Tuberville. And he's going to be on later on our show, too. And he only won the primary by 85%. I was disappointed.
Well, we wish you the same success in November, at least.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Congressman. You got to come back on again soon. And thank you for fighting the good fight. Awesome. We wish you so much luck.